Alright, welcome back to another Reptile Jones Reptile Room Vlog video. And I'm starting off this video with something a little special. I was asked to kind of be a judge for the Morenci Junior High school, and basically what it was is the kids had to write an essay to a wildlife reserve, and they had to convince the reserve why they should take this particular animal, which happens to be an albino version of whatever said animal. They got to pick what the animal was and everything. So I was asked to be to finalize the final judge of of these essays, and I got to pick the two, one for 7th grade, one for 8th grade. And it was a lot of fun. I didn't read everybody's. I got to read the top ones that made it on, and then I got to pick the finalists who won, and the two individuals that I picked. Now I know nobody's name. I didn't know anybody coming into this. I just simply read the essays and went from there, and then I gave them back. But I did hear that the winners was Emma and Hunter, so congratulations to you two. One of the things that stood out to me in these essays that these two individuals wrote was, I believe Emma's was dealing with an albino crocodile, and what kind of resonated with her essay as far as with me was the fact that I had just gotten back from my Florida trip. And if you've been a subscriber on the channel for a while, you know that while I was down in Florida, I visited Gatorland, and they actually have albino and leucistic alligators on display. And some of the key points that she brought up in her essay is actually being implemented in real life at Gatorland, as far as the precautions they use, because the animals they lack that melanin, so we got to protect them from the sun a bit. But anyway, so that's why I chose that one. And the reason I chose Hunters was because everybody kind of hinted around, or not hinted, but everybody kind of revolved around the ideal of, if you had this albino animal, the popularity of it and making money from it, as far as exhibiting it and things like that. But the reason I chose Hunter to win was because he was the only one who suggested taking that money that would be generated from this animal to help buy or protect wild habitat for these animals. I don't recall right offhand what the animal was that he was writing about, but what really resonated to me was the aspect as far as preserving wild habitat, which is very important, especially in this day and age. Habitat destruction is a big problem for a lot of wildlife. So that's why I chose those two. Great essays to the both of you. I really enjoyed being a part of that. And again, like I said, I didn't know nobody. I had no prior knowledge of who was coming, whose papers I was going to be reading or anything like that. So congratulations to you two. Alright, so we've got lots to do this weekend. Unfortunately, I probably ain't going to have enough time to get it all done. I am working on a new leopard gecko enclosure. I'm really excited for that. I'm thinking you guys are really going to be excited. I've already done half of it, and today I've got to finish that up as far as the final steps. I don't really want to say too much in this video or show you too much, because I kind of want it to be a surprise. But if you follow me on Instagram, you already know. You already seen some of the photos and just a short video of where I was at as of starting this video. So we need to get that done, but that'll be a separate video. Also, I brought up the animals from burr mating, so we'll get to those guys. I also need to start working on gathering footage for the March update video, because I didn't do one for February. because it was essentially going to be the exact same as January. So if you can't wait for March, go check out January, and you'll see pretty much everybody in that video. So I want to do another good lengthy in-depth video of everything that I have. So I got to start working on that. Of course, that'll be a different video. And but today I got to do some cleaning. We're gonna get some rodents out for because I got to feed, because everybody now has, you know, all the snakes that came up from burr mating, they one meal last week, a small meal to kind of jumpstart their digestive tract. So today everybody's back on track with full feed. So we got to get that done today. So it's going to be busy. I'm not sure how this vlog is going to pan out. It's probably going to be a little bit of everywhere, but hope you enjoy. And again, stay tuned for those other 2 videos. Oh, I've also been working on the test videos for the heat rocks. That one's in progress as well. So there's 3 more videos that are going to be following this one shortly. I got to find time to finish the edits and things like that. It seems like it just is a revolving thing of always stuff to do. But anyways, it's still fun. I enjoy it. And so let's get moving on with this day. Okay, so I'm going to tease you a little bit, but I know this is Blu-ray's old cage, but these plants are just being held in here because I have purchased them, and I wanted to kind of get them cleaned off and make sure they're safe, because not all these plants, but these majority of these plants anyways, are going to be going into the new leopard gecko enclosure. Now some of these are going to say, well, they've got sharp points, but trust me, I have, you know, made sure that anything that's going in there, even this one here kind of has some rigidness. Same with that one back there. And there should be, yeah, this one here. But even though those has points on there, they're actually really soft. And yeah, I mean, I pressed on them pretty hard to make sure that they're going to be safe for the gecko. So no harm there. I know somebody's going to complain anyways, but regardless, all these plants are going to be safe for the leopard gecko and the new setup. So I'm really excited. We got to do this today. This is what's left. I got to plan it out and just set up some other some hardscape inside the tank, and then that tank will be ready to go. So I just thought I'd tease you guys a bit with some footage of the plants I have going in there. I really like this one right here in the front. I think this one is going to kind of be like a creeping type vine plant, but all these other ones I believe just kind of grow upwards. But a nice little mix of succulents. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm out in my garage. We are going to get the rodents I need. This is my grocery list, if you will. So we'll be getting that stuff around, start getting things unthawed, and we'll be feeding the snakes later. And also, I don't remember if I showed this, perhaps I have, but this cage here will eventually be the pine snakes enclosure. This cage is 6 feet long. I believe I'm 22 inches deep and 24 inches tall. Of course, we got some stuff up here. Look, even the Christmas tree is still. But it's been too cold to work on this. But I'm going to get back to this here shortly. Excuse me. The weather is slowly starting to warm up, so we will be working on this cage here very soon. I'm excited to get this done and get this him in here because I think he's absolutely going to love it. So let's get back to the frozen rodents. I ordered from somebody different this time. I went with Perfect Prey, and I like the way that they package their rodents. Easy, you can see them all. I don't know, it just looks better that way. So we will need 2 of these, and I don't have it open. So I need 2 of these, one for the albino boa and one for the pine snake. Again, nicely packaged. These are jumbo rats, and this is going to be for the boa. There we go, nice big old rat. I also like to give the pine snake a baby chick. So we need 5 large mice. I'll count those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we need 6 small mice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that one back. And the last is pinkies. I need 9 pinky mice. So they're all kind of stuck together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And usually I'll throw in a couple extras because sometimes these pinky mice are really small and they can actually eat more than one. So there we go. That's all the rodents I need for feeding. That's the entire collection. So let's get back inside. We'll get these things thawed, and in about 3 hours or so they'll be ready to feed. Okay, since you stayed till the near end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek of the leopard gecko enclosure. There is far too much light in the room right now, so where it's kind of hard to actually see, and this camera really doesn't do a great deal of justice as far as like the depth of things in this enclosure, because like this is all the way at the bottom, and then by the time we get up here, you know, we're elevated, you know, a couple more inches from there. But I think you can kind of get the idea, at least enough to make you curious about the video that's going to be coming up, that I'm actually probably working on right now as you watch this. And so let's go from the top and see what we look like. So that's going to be a food dish that's going to help prevent the gecko from ingesting substrate, and this over here will be the shallow water dish. So you can kind of get the idea. We got a hide back here that actually tunnels around, connects to that one there. And then we have this one here, which is going to be more like the humid hide. I stuffed some sphagnum moss in there to, well, to make it humid. So this is just going to be kind of a quick overlook. This is actually a very poor looking video of this, at least from my perspective of looking at this. Hopefully, I'm going to wait till tonight to film this again with the other camera for the actual cage build video. So hopefully the quality will be better and you guys will be looking at something, you know, more true to what it looks like to me in person. So I'm really happy with this. Just a quick rundown. I eventually will be a bioactive substrate setup, but I don't have the springtails or the isopods or anything like that just yet. So those things will have to come a little bit later. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased the way it looks, and hopefully I can film it in a manner that does its justice. So that's going to be it for this video. I've got rodents on thaw, and I've got to get snakes ready to be fed. So we're going to shut this video down here. I'm also going to work on some more edits, which you can see the computer is already going. So till next time, later.
Shut up and sit down.